They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the Titans taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Titans offense will have the football first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath, like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Pitt Panthers offense will go to work for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Beebe. Caught near the sticks, it's Smallwood. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. And
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Smallwood. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Wants to fire on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
The Titans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Motion from the wideout. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Pitt right back to the line. Good timing on the quick out. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Just hammering with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Scanning the field, it's Beebe. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. And now the offense will come onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Turning it on. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Lowers those pads and runs through another one. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Titans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Snagged in the middle. It's Smallwood. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll run it again. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting a tackle for the loss.
Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Touchdown Titans! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. The give on the inside. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Right on the money. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Pitt pushing the pace. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass, it's Beebe. Lets it fly on the move. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Titans will bring the punt team onto the field. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. The 20. Then some. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over the Blue Bulls. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air, it's Bailey. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Oh, they're after him. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. The Titans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Clear. 29 Phillies. Go.
Might be calling a hot route. Off play action. On the run, still looking. Threads it inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Titans want to move quickly.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on second down. Looking to buy time. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Titans will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. He gets a block. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the move. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pats!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the point after is good.
56, Royals, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And the offense back back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Titans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blue. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Completes it in the middle.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Gets it out quickly. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Blue. And he's brought down after a nice game.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Out of the gun to give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense, they needed this earlier. I love to see it and getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing the 3rd and long. They've struggled all day long. They've needed more of this. Maybe they can get back in it, but obviously they've given up a ton of points so far.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ben! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send that.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Titans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the left side. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Titans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Titans line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
On the double. Tuna. Terrier.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. The offense changing the play. He's got an open man. Knocked off his feet. And the Panthers in the hurry up.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line.
There he goes. 10. Touchdown.
day for this young fella. 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocked.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Titans will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down.
4-2 Spider.
Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Bailey. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. And the Titans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the give off the left side. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Titans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. The The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the double. Come on, set.
They want to run it left here. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put him in position to pick up a first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle on hands.
Hit right back to the line.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Now this offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's first and 10. To the air on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Got it set up on the outside.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
Pitt pushing the pace.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the...
Right down the middle. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's key. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's Cousins. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit. Just not enough of that today.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Titans decide to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Working the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Got the quick pass. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Got his man quickly. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Coming out with it, it's Keith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Titans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Titans send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Ready, fight. Lasso. Lasso. Belly stunner.
Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play